I'm gonna bounce around a little here because I'm not sure how to bring it all together to actually make sense. I think it'll come together. We're gonna start here. There's no point in why do you keep failing at NoFap? Why do you keep failing at no porn? There's gotta be a reason. Why do you keep not working out? Why are you unmotivated? Because if you were really motivated to do something, then it would be easy for you. You would do it. You would stick to the NoFap. It's stupid and it's useless to do NoFap and no porn. And you wonder why you're failing. It's stupid if you don't have some reason that you're doing it for. A lot of guys, I think, are just doing it. This is a very common saying, with a big enough why, the how will follow. Our whys are not good enough. We do not have good enough reasons. And so you just go about the monk mode lifestyle for no reason. Very, very, and as soon as the temptation comes in, it's like this house is built on a very finicky foundation that once that porn creeps up into your mind, it's like boom, there it is. And then what do? You end up in this useless battle between yourself and regret. That's a bad place to be. And you're only there because your why is not great enough. What's bugged me a lot recently, a lot of you have asked me what do I think about spirituality? Am I spiritual? Or this isn't necessarily spiritual, but have I tried shrooms? Have I tried, do I smoke weed? Do I have a problem with weed? Here on this channel, we're big into meditation. I practice Zen meditation, open-eyed awareness, being present, I think is a great thing. I have a problem with modern day spirituality, all this woo-woo shit. I actually have a problem with I say problem, do whatever you want, but I think a lot of these guys that are talking about being spiritual hipsters, they get into this place where they think we're all connected, love each other, whatever, but they don't show it in their own life. It's like, the Bible says something that stuck with me forever. It's like, don't be lukewarm. If you're lukewarm, you get spit out. It's like, look, man, you talk about spirituality, you talk about love, but you're just giving yourself a lane to do nothing. I know way too many guys that smoke weed, they do nothing, and they think it's okay. And it is okay. Your aim in life, you can pick whatever you want. That's the really cool thing about life. You can do whatever the fuck you want. A lot of guys are doing this. Spirituality, nothing really matters. It almost is a nihilistic view, okay? I get the spirituality. I think it's good. Treat people with kindness. All living things, okay? Show love for your fellow men. Whatever else goes into that. But I think it can be an illusion that you paint for yourself that is void of meaning. And it's until you find that meaning, guys, that like, it's not that you're not motivated. Your motivation is going, we are all driven by motivators. You're motivated to get food, okay? One of the reasons that we go on NoFap is because, like, if there's no food in the fridge, you're more motivated to go out to the store and buy food, or you'll starve to death. If you're not masturbating, watching porn, you're gonna go out and find a girlfriend, or a woman, or you're gonna at least talk to more girls. Eventually, hope, but maybe a bigger why. Okay, but not even that. You're motivated to do things, so your motivation is going somewhere. So if you're broke, you're motivated to get a job so that you can eat, so that you can have some sort of enjoyment, pleasure, and that you can have a roof over your head. You got to cover those needs. Okay? So your motivation's going somewhere, but maybe it's the wrong fucking place. And then the things that you really want, you don't have any motivation for. So you've given yourself to these minuscule, these very low-class pleasures of, let's say, weed, let's say nicotine, that any drugs would do. Too much caffeine. I drink coffee, and I'm thinking to myself, why so much coffee? What am I avoiding here? What am I trying to escape from? Doing the hard work. Or too much video games, too much sex, too much cuddling with your girlfriend, too much self-help, too much fighting between myself. It's like that's just a form of avoidance, man. Too much gossiping, too much criticism, a form of the resistance showing its face in your life because you're jealous and envious. No successful person that really worked hard is like talking about other people in their free time. It's like you're busy, you're consumed with your work, with your vision. Guys, that's what we need. We don't need more spiritual gurus telling us to live in the present. It's like, why are you living in the present? For what? You're just going to continue living in the present until your death? Yeah, we get it. Stoic philosophy. The way Buddha said the cessation of suffering is attainable, but you can't attach yourself to it. It's like, get over it, dude. Get over it. Now move on. I don't know. I think we get hung up too much. We get hung up. It's like there's bigger things. And I think I'm trying to articulate this so you can understand, because it's hard to understand. It's hard to understand what is the meaning of life. You got to make it up. But you can't think that your meaning of life is to just sit there and not do anything and to be in the present all the time. That's the spirituality pickle dilemma. And I think it needs to be talked about more. I think it needs to be, there's a lot of young guys I'm on this spiritual journey of enlightenment. Where to, bro? Where to? It's not wrong to work. It's not wrong to find satisfaction in labor. It's not wrong to envision the future and plan ahead. It's not wrong to take your motivation and say no to little things. To get off your ass and build yourself an empire, a future, to sort of come up with a vision. But see, a lot of us don't give time to be alone in solitude and actually come up with that vision. You'll never really know what you want. One of the greatest things, I've noticed this phenomena in my life, was when I discovered weightlifting. Holy shit, man. I have the ability to change my body. And you know what that gives me? Control. It gives me a pursuit. It gives me a responsibility. That's it. Why do you think so many people work out? Why do you think it's become such a trend? Do you think it's because the Instagram is just so like people are trying to be? No, it's like that's the effect of loving working out. You just end up doing that. But like, dude, so many people love working out because they realize I can change myself. So if you want to work out, it's like, it's always felt like an anchor to my life. And it is. I can do that. I can see progress. I can have an image in my head. Like Arnold said, if I need more delts, I paint them on. Just like the painter, I go ahead and sculpt them. I do a little side lateral raise. I need more lats, I do more pull-ups. You can create what you can. You can do that with your life, guys. I don't know if you've given up hope. It's because you haven't come up with the vision. You haven't experimented. You don't even got to have a vision, but you got to have at least enough motivation to experiment. And then what I've noticed is that the vision comes. It's like you throw the paint on and you're like, you see some faces in the paint. You begin to paint this masterpiece. But you gotta not be too absorbed by the simple pleasures in life, because those actually take motivation from you and they hold you down. Your motivation is there. It's just that there's this blanket that douses the fire of your mindset and in the fire in the belly. It's like the motivation's there, man. Stop seeking motivation. It's there. Seek what is putting out that flame. That's where you need to start. Okay, this is it. Have a noble pursuit. Have something that you put your time into. Have something that you're aiming at. Have something that like feels like you have to climb the fucking hill. There's that picture, I forgot, toil through, pushing up the boulder, up. It's like you want to be in that fight. You want to be pushing. You want to have a load in your life. You don't want to just be a bystander looking up I'm spiritual. Right? For what? Who are you helping? What are you doing? Be spiritual all you want, but give your time and your life to something other than just yourself. Maybe there's a few that you're completely fine with. I think a lot of us hear the call. A lot of us hear the call of the wild, man, like Jack London in his book, The Call of the Wild. You know, these dogs, they're not okay. To be a sled dog and not pull a sled, they got depressed in the book. Buck was sad. He couldn't wait. They took pride, and when they weren't pulling it, they were arguing and fighting and getting carried away with bullshit, and they wanted to pull, man. That's what they were created to do. As men, we were made to live. Alright? I will not use my days in trying to prolong them. I will not waste my days in trying to prolong them. I will use my time. We have to use our time. We have to take responsibility. Or we're going to be in this endless fight in our heads. We're going to be in this illusion. It's like time to get out of that matrix. Wake up. I love you guys. See you soon. Peace.